my bullet journal. I have had it since August 2017 and it lasted until June 2018. And I pretty much brought it with me everywhere. If you remember, pretty much a year ago, back in August 2017, when I started this bullet journal, I posted 2 videos. The first one was a flip through of my old bullet journal, and the second one was how I prepped starting this one. So now that this bullet journal is done, I'm going to show you a flip through of this one. Before we continue, just a quick tip. Since this is a long video, I suggest you put it in fast forward. So first of all, there's my index. And I ran out of space, so I had to extend it and I still didn't fit everything. So I just kind of gave up on the index for the rest of the month. I mean, it was pretty much over anyway. Then I have my key. And I have my calendar, birthdays, my year in pixels, which is finally completed, my reading list for the year, which evidently I did not fill up the entire thing, but is that really necessary? Then I have my anime dates, my package tracker, I have a social media tracker, and here's August. This is my August intro, and I did a little circle thing like this for every single month in this bullet journal, and I ended up really liking it. This is my intro page, which has a little at a glance, and it has a few books and a few pictures, and generally just outlines what the theme will be like for the month. Then I have my August habit tracker, which I didn't finish because I got lazy and I forgot. Then I have my gratitude log with a little sun because I felt like it was going to be fun. And this is what my weeklies looked like for the month of August. I put a little wish list saving thing there, but I never really used it, so I made it look kind of cute and added a few pictures. I was going somewhere, I don't really remember, but I made a list of things not to forget. More weeklies. I really like this setup for the books. Basically, I have the title with the author, when I started reading, when I finished reading, the stars that I put, number of pages, the Goodreads rating, and the date it was published. And it really works well for me. I like that setup. It's not like anything intricate or anything. Then I have a little brain dump and stuff I had to do, and this is September. My theme for September was A Court of Mist and Fury, because I had just finished reading the books and I had absolutely adored them to the point of wanting to have an entire month dedicated to them. In fact, I still adore them, so I don't blame myself. This is my habit tracker for the month of September. And my gratitude log. I really like this format. I don't know why, I just thought it was really cute. I was planning on putting something on this page, but I guess I forgot or I just never got around to it. So I had a bunch of photos left over from printing them out for this month. So I just glued them in a little collage on this page, which I sort of liked. And this is what my weeklies looked like in September. I really like the simplicity of it and the stars scattered around with the pictures. It was really cute. It felt easy. Then I went to Stratford in September and I did a journal for that, and I really enjoyed that. And here's my little collage page that I did for that. And then I have my school schedule. And I did a brain dump. In the month of October, the theme was pretty much October and fall and harvest and stuff like that. And this is by far probably my favorite month that I did. All the colors looked really good together. And I don't know, the pictures came out really nice, and everything I did just seemed to look really good that month. This is what the weeklies are like. Kind of like in September, except this month I did a picture next to every single day. So there were 4 pictures a page. This is probably my favorite page in my entire bullet journal, and I definitely want to do it again, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I tried it in November and December as well, and it didn't work out as well. But basically, because it was October, I wanted to watch a whole bunch of Halloween movies, so I made this, and the ones that I watched I colored in, and there were a few Halloween books that I wanted to read. I got a few done, and there were TV shows that seemed more creepy Halloweenish, and literally the only time I do horror and stuff like that is in October, so I don't know, this page it just looked really good. I worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of it. Then I had another brain dump, and there's more weeklies. And this was my book pages for that month. This is the one thing I don't think I actually like in October. It just didn't look as good as I hoped it would. Then I had like a spending thing because I was worried about money for a while. And then my theme for November was royalty. It's sort of the messed up royalty kind of thing. And I absolutely despise this month. I don't know why, I just feel like there are maybe 2-3 pages out of this entire month that actually looked good. Everything else just kind of looked tacky and like a child did it. These are the 2 pages I actually liked. There is my gratitude log for the month and my brain dump. I just like the framings I did around it, and it looked sort of simple but very regal at the same time, and I actually enjoyed that. For the books that month I did scrolls, which was a good idea in theory, but it didn't look really nice. And I kept along with the 1 picture per day in my weeklies. But in this month, for some reason, it just ended up looking messy. And see, this is what I mean by I tried to do another movie page. There's a whole blank spot over here, which in retrospect I could have put some pictures. I don't even know what this TV show is, but I apparently watched 8 episodes of season 3. Who knows? And I really just didn't watch a lot of movies because, and I didn't know why I even put movies in there because there wasn't a theme I was following. There wasn't anything. It's not like I really wanted to watch those. Then it was December, and I'm not too proud of this circle. It's Christmassy. Clearly the theme is for December is Christmas. And I really like this. This was cute. And I also really like this. This is how I did my books for that month. And it ended up looking really cute with the divider and just like the little holly leaves. I don't know why for this one it looked cute and for October it didn't. But then my December movies looked absolutely awful. I mean, yes, I got through a whole bunch of them and it was Christmas themed, so that worked really well. But at the same time, it just didn't look very good. These are 2 parties I had that I was planning, so I just wrote those in there. Had a brain dump. Then I went to Florida, so I had a little packing list, and I had a bunch of shopping I had to do before I left, so I put a shopping list here, and I love the frame again. I think I'm gonna have to do frames more often because it looks really cute. Then I have my Florida journal. And then it was 2018 because I went over New Year's, and originally I put in my New Year's resolutions, but 15 New Year's resolutions is quite a lot, so I'm like, haha, nope. Then I have my calendar for the year, and my birthdays again, and then I have my year in pixels. Then I have my social media tracker, which I ended up squishing a little in, so I changed that in my new bullet journal. And this is my January circle. Not the greatest. It's cute, yeah, but what are you supposed to do for New Year's if my theme is New Year's and parties? Like, what's a cute circle for that? Comment down below because I'm curious what I could have done better. There's was a brain dump because I had a bunch of stuff in my head. I do a lot of brain dumps in my bullet journals. And I have more books that I was reading. And then February is also a really cute month. October and February were probably two of my favorites. February was plant themed and it looked so aesthetic and adorable and it just worked. Then I have my weeklies and I decided that I wanted to use less pictures and doodle some more in my journal, which worked out really well in the end. Then I was learning a song on the ukulele, which happened to be Mr. Brightside, so I wrote out the chords in my bullet journal because I did that in my old bullet journal. I'm like, hey, why not? Ah yes, this page. I love this page. Basically, I got obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio after watching Titanic for the first time, so I'm watching every single Leonardo DiCaprio movie in order. So I'm currently stuck on The Man in the Iron Mask, which is in 1998, but eventually I'm going to get through all, I think, 30 of them. A little brain dump, and this page I'm also really proud of. The only thing is the thing I did on the next page bled through a little bit, so I'm really disappointed about that. But I love the idea of the suitcases, and I did that in my new bullet journal. My theme for March was Peter Pan, so I did Neverland. This page could have been better had I not scribbled blue to imitate the sky. There's my gratitude, which is dedicated to the Lost Boys. And first weekly was Tinkerbell, then there was Captain Hook, then there were the mermaids. My brain dump was for the crocodile, although I could have probably done that better. Then I went on a trip to Guadeloupe, and this was our itinerary pretty much. And then I have my packing list, and then I journaled so much while I was there. Then the next one was Wendy Darling, and then Peter Pan, and then just Neverland in general. I really like doing my movies this way because back when I did the full movie page, what I did was I filled out every single movie. Here, let me show you. Filled out every single square with what movies I wanted to watch. And that didn't work for me when I went to November and December. So what I decided to do is whenever I watched a movie, I would create a movie ticket sort of thing. April was a gorgeous month for this. One of my friends, this is her absolute favorite page in my entire bullet journal. Then I went to Toronto, so I had my packing list and my itinerary. It was only a 3-day trip. And I was in physics class and we were doing mirrors, so I did a whole mirror image thing, and I know how to write backwards, so I'm like, hey, why not? And then I journaled my Toronto trip, which was 3 days. And I added an experience list just like I had my Leo list. I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna just add a whole bunch of blank ones in my new bullet journal, and when I go to a movie theater, I'm going to fill it in when I go there, because the whole idea of the experience list is that I go see the movie in theaters. Then I had another little party that I was doing, so that was planning there. And my great-grandmother passed away in March, so I did a little tribute to her in my bullet journal, which was actually really fitting because she loved her flowers and her birds. So I found it was very interesting that she happened to pass away in March. My bullet journal theme for that month was floral and stuff like that, so I put a little tribute for her. And then I went to Montreal with the Guadeloupe students because it was an exchange, and I had a whole brain dump as well. Then in May, once again like in January, my circle wasn't so proud, but the whole idea of May was performing. And it's not my favorite month in sense of artistry and the way I did the pages. Like, I don't love this month, but it is sort of cool at the same time. That's when I started my YouTube planners, and this is so helpful. I love my YouTube planners. You guys shouldn't actually be looking at this, but this is what I've been doing. It's really good. I just put a whole calendar in, and it's solely for YouTube stuff, not for like events and stuff. So I have my ideas, things I have to edit down here, and I will put it in black when I should be editing and I should be releasing the videos, and then in red when I actually do, if I end up doing it at all. I had it brain dump. I really like doing it in this format where I did a number, so in the order of which I had to do them, and then I crossed them off as I went along. And then I noticed that a lot of my friends have been borrowing my books, so I started a thing called the library, which in my new bullet journal I fixed it up so it didn't take as much space, it didn't take a whole page, because I really don't need that much space. I still had to get a job, so I applied to a bunch of places. This is my savings, stuff I had to save for, places I actually applied to. And then my month of June, I'm really proud of it. I'm actually really proud of my month of June. June was Pride Month, so I did the whole thing in rainbow, and I'm really proud of how my intro turned out. My gratitude could have done better, but my habits looked really good as well. I graduated in June, so I have my grad collage page. I have another YouTube planner. And then the Pride Month, so which each day was. For my first weekly, I did a red theme. The second weekly, I did an orange theme. The third weekly, I did a yellow theme. You see where I'm going with this. Fourth weekly, I did a green theme. And I'm really proud of this page. I did a blue theme, and I didn't have enough weeklies in the month to do a purple theme, but the whole idea was that there was 1 week per color in the Pride flag. Then I had my summer bucket list. When I was going to get my nails done, I had that organized and things I needed to get. Oh yes, and I did a little bit of a unicorn art because I felt like it, and it was rainbow, so why not, right? So I did that. And then pretty much that's it for my bullet journal. I had a little recap, what I liked about my bullet journal, what I disliked about it, things I could do better, or things I should add for my next bullet journal. And then I just had my pen test page. So yeah, that was my whole bullet journal. That was 11 months of my life in one book. And I'm so proud of it, and I really hope you guys liked it as well.